Before I came here, my son asked me where I went or where I was going. And I said, well, usually I go to Cologne, and this is the day, you know, the day of genital autonomy. And he said, this is about circumcision, isn't it? I said, yes. And he said, well, circumcision is worse than violation of bodily integrity. And I asked him why. And he said, well, actually, it is about sexual self-determination. And he's right, it's about sexual self-determination, and that's why it's not only a violation of bodily integrity, it's a mutilation, and we have to call it that way. So even children understand it if we tell it in a way that they can understand. So our politicians should be able to do that too. I have a wish list. Actually, I would wish that we burst our opinion bubble that we are currently imprisoned in. We have to actually break out of our opinion prison, because most of the time we talk to people who are of our opinion, and we have to burst that bubble, so we have to go out. Going out, I don't mean Facebook and I don't mean Twitter, because you don't gain traction on Facebook or Twitter. Twitter and Facebook are easily ignored. You have to go someplace where you are not ignored. So please, if you have the opportunity, go to a journalist of your choice and adopt a journalist. If you know a politician, please adopt a politician. It's really important that we burst out of our opinion bubble. We have to face the people who are not of our opinion. And we have to face them in the way that we are not antagonizing. We have to make sure that when we face our opponents, we are not antagonizing. Actually, we have to embrace our opponents, because they just don't know better. One thing that I said in German also, it's like, please, if you are against male circumcision, please read feminist literature and read about the struggle of feminists to be heard. There's a lot of lessons to be learned from the feminist movement, especially of the feminist movement of the second wave, which talked about violence against women, which also have not been heard in the beginning. So you can learn from them. You can learn from the second wave of feminism how to be heard. So please read up on feminist literature and read up about feminist theory, about objectification, because objectification is actually what happens to men who are being circumcised. So please read up about feminist literature. Read Nussbaum, for example. So, yes, and basically next year this day will be on a Saturday. If you have the opportunity, come to Cologne. We will organize something. So this day will be on a Saturday, and of course we will organize a get-together next year in Cologne. May the 7th is a Saturday, so please come to Cologne. If you are abroad, please come here. And if you come here, please bring somebody with you. That would be really nice to have you here next year for an even bigger worldwide day of genital autonomy.